Hey. I found more aircraft, y'all. So here's an unorganized rant about aircraft and aircraft lore. This is an F-16. I like him for a couple reasons. Number one, his guns sound cool. Number two, he smiles at me. Number three, he's kind of unstable. Kind of like me. And that just makes me think of this clip.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
The Spectre is also cool, but it's also kind of scary. The AC-130 is designed for air support and does this really cool thing that earns it the name Angel of Death. I don't know. The AC-130 makes me feel a lot of emotions. I'm fascinated and terrified and also attracted. There's also the F-14. I don't know much about it, but I hear it has 2 engines, which basically means it has 2 hearts, which basically means it's a Time Lord. Thank you for your service, F-1407. So you know that last plane video I made? In preparation for that video, I visited an aircraft museum. It's one thing to watch videos about planes and aircraft, but it's another thing just to see how big they really are. So here's some footage of me and my brothers exploring a little bit. So, like in the movie, they walked up to him with I think it was Energon smelling salts again. And he started transforming. What would you do if that thing started moving?
Run.
Another question. What would be the scariest thing in here to start coming to life?
The Payhawk, the Decepticon.
That guy?
That guy.
Is it because of the blades or?
It's because we know he's a Decepticon.
Oh, okay. This is such an awkward angle. I feel like I'm violating him somehow. Look at this beefy guy.
It's a Decepticon. Don't trust him.
Oh. He's on top of your,
Tweet.
what'd you call him?
Super tweet.
Oh, yeah, he's on top of that.
This is just a normal tweet.
Just a normal tweet?
Because he's a trainer.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand just how big the SR-71 is. All right, ready? Pop quiz. What's that one?
Mitsubishi Zero, Hampton.
No.
P40
Open it when
Warhawk.
you do it.
Oh, Hampton, P40 Warhawk, A6M60, JU87 Stuka, TBD Avenger, TBF, dang it, BAF 110.
That's crazy work. I really made an example out of him by putting him on a stick.
Of them, and they're like, those are planes, so they start shooting at them, but since these are so small, they missed. So they just kept on shooting at them, and then the real planes arrived and destroyed everything.
This one's kind of cute.
He's baby though. Hoist. Like, dost thou even hoist? It's his hoist.
I know.
I know.
They wouldn't do anything to hurt this, would it? Would they?
I know.
No. What's this one do?
That's an engine. Those are GPS guided bombs.
Oh. Do you remember when they tried to put cats in the front of these? But then
they did
steer,
that with,
and then the cats passed out, and they were like, "Oh well, that was a dumb idea."
So they moved the pigeon.
When did Starscream join the Air Force? 70s. Moving on to a new topic. Did you know that in 1983, an incident occurred that solidified the F-15 as officially the coolest jet to ever exist? During a training exercise, Israeli pilot, we're gonna call him Ziv, collided with another aircraft, which resulted in the F-15 losing so much fuel so fast that Ziv couldn't see how much damage there really was.
Commotion, big bang, the A4 basically fireballed immediately, and I found myself with maybe 30 degrees nose down attitude, and the aircraft was spinning.
It spun for a bit until Ziv regained control of it. He and his weapons operator were ordered to eject, but Ziv was like, nah, it's not that bad, and kept flying towards the runway.
I opened afterburner, which is a totally opposite instinct when you're spinning towards the ground. Then the roll slowly stopped, and slowly I was able to bring the nose back up.
They had a fast and furious landing, but thankfully somehow survived.
I crossed the threshold where usually in an F-15 you cross at 130 knots. I crossed at anywhere between 250 to 260 knots.
Once the two pilots got out of the plane, Ziv finally made the realization, I don't have a wing. This is officially one of my favorite stories ever.
We stopped maybe 20 feet short of the barrier. As I was running at the last 50 knots, bleeding off, my wingman said, "You're not going to believe what you flew on." And I opened the canopy, and I reached back to shake the hand of the navigator. And as I was reaching back, that was the first time that I looked and I saw that I didn't have a wing.
It should be aerodynamically impossible for an aircraft to fly with one wing missing.
The bee, of course, flies anyway.
Speaking of the F-15, when I was a kid, I used to visit my uncle and we would go to this really cool air museum, except, I was a kid and didn't really care at the time. But being a kid, we would go to the gift shop and I always wanted to buy something. I guess I'm just a girl because I wanted to just buy stuff. Anyways, I got my mom to buy me this wooden F-15 thing. I thought it was the prettiest plane they had at the gift shop, so I guess I had good taste even back then. So now y'all get to watch me put this thing together.
Today we make this. Ignore my voice, I'm sick. See, can I open this with one hand? Ooh, maybe. Nope. Voila, he is free. Oh, that looks like a lot of instructions. Before assembling, use the enclosed sandpaper to smooth all rough edges. Oh, I've got to work for this. Well, that's the worst sound I've ever heard. Ah! Am I doing it right? I put one piece together. I think that's right. Is it supposed to fit together? Now it kind of looks like a boat. Wings. Ugh, it just fell apart. Progress at the English. Progress at the price of my sanity. This is not worth it. Plain. Well, it was very frustrating to put together, and he has some stability issues. I'm surprised it's, like that happens, and then when that happens, it does that. Yeah, well, it said it didn't require glue, but, that's a lie. I'm gonna film a video of him crashing, but his wing already fell off, so. Oh no. Oh. Cats are like, what happened?
So in my heart, the F-15 is the greatest jet of all time. But about that dogfight between 5 F-15s and one single F-22. I don't know what to tell you. Out of the 5 stages of grief, I'm still in denial on that one. I can't believe that one F-22 took on 5 F-15s. Look, it's not just that an F-22 took on 5 other aircraft, it's that the F-22 embarrassed them.
I never knew that they were there, and I died.
It wasn't even a competition. The Eagles looked like they were going for a casual stroll when a hitman swoops from the heavens and snipes them all. It wasn't even close. A quote from one of the F-15 pilots goes,
"The first indication you have that an F-A-22 is out in your area of responsibility is when you are in your parachute heading down towards Earth and your jet is falling a little bit faster than you are." But
I also feel safe knowing that we have these in our military, so I'm not complaining that much. Somewhat related to the F-22, I got into aircraft because I fell in love with the Transformers fandom. And the first planes that I learned to recognize were the F-15, the F-16, and the F-22. Take a wild guess who my favorite character is. You know how I said that this rant was going to be unorganized? Yeah, I don't have a transition for this one. So here's a clip of an AN-225. How do you say this? Google. AN-225. Okay, AN-225. I had it right. Okay. I just wanted to show you this clip of an AN-225 clearing the skies. Even as a kid, I thought the concept of WASPs, were really cool. WASP stands for Women's Air Force Service Pilots. During World War II, the world was struggling, and the US needed pilots. At the time, women weren't even allowed into the Air Force or military, but you know what? We needed pilots, so female pilots would have to do. These women mostly did supply runs, but could fly just about any kind of aircraft at the time.
Pilots underwent the exact training regimen male pilots received and graduated 1,074 pilots. Flying military aircraft in the continental United States, they logged more than 60 million miles, flew every type of aircraft in the Army Air Corps inventory, and did every type of assignment except combat missions.
In 1944, they were thinking about the end of the war, and the women were like, cool, we could still fly planes for the military, right? We get to stay in the Air Force, right? No. 4 years later. Okay, you can be in the military again. So we all know that aliens fly around in those flying saucers, right? Well, in the 1950s, the government came up with the Avro car, which kind of sounds like a Transformers OC. Moving on again. I watched the Midway movie, and, yeah, I'm sad. My favorite character was Nick Jonas. The scene where he shot down that aircraft was really, really cool, and I liked it. And then a kid gets ran over by a boat, and that made me sad again. And then Nick Jonas goes out like a baddie, and I'm so distressed. I don't know if I'm made for war movies. What else is there? I have a stuffed space shuttle named Disco, and I love him. I just wanted to share him with the world, so here he is in all his glory. I also have a poster of him. Also, this is my current favorite video of all time. I love space shuttles. I love watching them fly through the air in plane mode.
Main gear. Landing gear now down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Pilot Jim Dutton now deploying the drag chute. Nose gear touchdown. That brings an end to the STS-131 mission, the 131st Space Shuttle flight, and the 33rd to the International Space Station.
Lastly, this is the F4U Corsair. He's a classy looking boy that vaguely reminds me of the Hudson Hornet. Proposed in 1938, the Corsair was used in the American military until 1953, but was used in other countries until 1979. Called the Whistling Death because of the funky noise it makes when it dive bombs over you. My favorite thing about this plane is the last combat that it was used in. It was used by Honduras in 1969 during the great and epic war of which we must never forget, the football war. For context, in 1969, El Salvador and Honduras were at odds with each other, and the outcome of a soccer match sent the two countries into an all-out war. That lasted 4 days. It's estimated that over 2,000 people were killed and many more injured or homeless, and that's not even counting the military casualties, of which included 3 Salvador Corsair planes. And honestly, RIP. Anyways, thanks friends, I'm off to make more Transformers videos. Bye!